Hello everyone, welcome to Yamna's physics classes. Today we have to discuss the topic 4.6, that is, we have to find the magnetic field on the axis of a circular loop. Now, here the important thing is the figure itself. We should be clear about each and every drawings here. For that, first of all, let me consider a circular loop. This is a simple circular loop. Now this circular loop is placed in a plane perpendicular to that of the board. We have three axes, x, y, z axis. Here if this is the loop, when I look from here, I look from this side to the loop, the current is moving in the anti-clockwise direction. This lower side and the upper side. Lower side is given by the orange dots and the upper side is given by magenta dark lines. So half of this loop is inside the board or at the back of the board, and the remaining half is projecting out. So half of that at the back, half projecting out. The projected portion is the magenta shade. So we are taking the axis through the center. Through the center we are taking an axis, and the point P is somewhere on the x-axis. So x-axis is towards me and the point is on the x-axis. Clear? The center is O. So we have to find the magnetic field at the point P, that is at a distance x. Now for that, the whole loop is cut into, the total loop is of radius A, 2 pi a length. Circumference is 2 pi a. The whole 2 pi a length is cut into dl, current elements. Now for that particular area we are using Biot-Savart's law. That we have done a video. The description will be that link you can have at the description box. Please go and look at that so that it will be clear and you can understand this better. So let us use Biot-Savart's law to the loop dl, to the current element dl at the point C. So in the vector form we have d bar equal to mu 0 by 4 pi I dl bar cross r cap by r square. Scalar form mu 0 by 4 pi I dl by r square into sin theta. Important thing, sin theta. Sin theta is the sine of angle between dl bar and r cap. Now if you look at this is the point C. dl bar is in a direction along the current away from the plane of the board moving out, and r cap is towards me in the plane of the board. So two different planes which are mutually perpendicular. So theta is 90, sin 90 is 1. So this sin theta is gone, it comes to 1 because theta is 90. Now the direction. The direction at the point P of the magnetic field dB. The magnetic field is dB, whose direction is given by right hand rule. So for that, you cross product vector right hand rule. So this is the direction of dl bar in this direction. I am curling the vectors towards r. This is the r. So curling the vectors in the direction of r, so that thumb is perpendicular to r cap. This is r cap, this is perpendicular. So the point P, dB is perpendicular to r cap. So this is dB at the point P due to the current element dl. If this above part is clear, the same thing we have repeated at the lower section. Diametrically opposite point is D. At the point D, current element is into the plane of the board. It moves into the plane of the board. So what will happen to dB bar? D bar will be of the same magnitude but in opposite direction. So here R is this R cap, dB bar dash is perpendicular to R cap. So it will be in this direction coming down. So dB dash and dB are of same magnitude. Now this dB you split into dB cos phi, dB sin phi, two rectangular components. If this is phi, 90 minus phi, again this is 90, so this is phi. Similarly, this is phi, this is 90 minus phi, altogether 90, so this is phi. So again dB dash cut into two mutually perpendicular components. But dB dash, dB are equal in magnitude since I, dl and r square are the same. So the perpendicular components cancels. So perpendicular components along, all the components along x-axis add and perpendicular components cancel. But you know, we have taken only two elements, dl at C and dl dash at D. But you have 2 pi a elements in all. Throughout 2 pi a you have elements. So to get the total value, you have to integrate dB sin phi. Why? dB cos phi components are removed. Whatever elements you take, for all those things you will have perpendicular components and parallel along x-axis. Perpendicular cancels, those along x-axis is dB sin phi. So giving the value mu 0 by 4 pi I by a square plus x square divided into sin phi. Sin phi is a upon r is equal to root of a square plus x square, integral dl. Integral dl is sure 2 pi a. Substituting the value of 2 pi a, 2 pi and 4 pi 2, a is there. So the answer is mu 0 I a square by 2 into a square plus x square is to 3 by 2. Now at the center, if you take the center, what do you mean by the center? X goes to 0. O and P coincides, x goes to 0. The answer is mu 0 I by 2a, because x square gone, a cube and a square, it will be a. Now the direction is given by, you know, the B just gives the magnitude, but B is a vector quantity, so it has a direction that is given by a right hand thumb rule. For that, this was the coil. You hold the coil in such a manner that the fingers are curled in the direction of the current. Now the thumb gives the direction of the magnetic field. Okay, hope it is clear. If you have any doubts, please put in the comment box.